All right, video update number 1. Been working pretty heavy on body work. All the fenders have been removed. All the wheel wells have been sandblasted and just primed. Sandblast them to see just how rusty they are. These wheel wells look really good. Got super fortunate on a few areas of this car. It's kind of rusted in some strange places for a VW, but the rust isn't terrible, and I think overall the car is very savable. Got this quarter panel was taken down to just bare metal and body worked, and there's a couple little areas of pitting around the window seals in the rear quarters. Got a new quarter panel patch on. Haven't welded it up, it's just tack welded in there now. Got the new heater channel in, which runs all the way down. This door, I don't know if it's savable yet. I've tried to start saving it. I put a new lower section of the door in, cut the skin back where it was rusted, and then I've got a new skin that will mount there, just like the quarter panel. Got the door opening nice and easy now. I had to put a new hinge in the bottom. Of course, the new rocker's welded in. Lower A-pillar repair section, it's been welded in, and that just welds to the new heater channel. I welded some support into the car. I like to do that. Try to keep things from flexing. Keeps those doors closing nice. Door gaps look really good. The rear parcel shelf was pretty rusty. I looked at it and it looked okay in the beginning. I'll insert a photo. And I thought I could save it, but I started poking it with a screwdriver and it was pretty thin, so I just cut out the sections that were really rusty, and I'm just going to replace that parcel shelf floor, and that's just the floor of the car and the back behind the seat. Just meets up to this panel here. All this rear area has been sandblasted and primed. Couple little spots. These are the rear body mounts. Couple little pinholes in there. I'll have to replace some sheet metal. This side looks a lot better. Rear bumper support, a little bit of rust in the front of that bumper support. The holes at the rear of the apron have been closed. The holes at the rear of the deck lid, I've started working those. Engine's out, and the engine shelves were pretty rusty. Luckily those just spot weld in, just little repair panels there. Have to get some new shelves. This fender well, same deal, cleaned up nice. A little bit of pitting, but I think I'm gonna leave that. It's no big deal. Still plenty of metal behind it. Those are pretty thick pieces of metal. And some touch-ups around this rear body mount. Rear quarter on this side, same as the other side, was real rusty. Have not replaced the heater channel on this side of the car yet. Luckily, most of this door is still intact, so I might be able to use this door. I might be able to use the other one, we'll see. This front quarter, I haven't touched it yet. I haven't sandblasted it yet. I wanted to try and get a paint match on the original color of the car, and this one looks really good. This is probably the best wheel well of the car. The front of the car took a majority of the rust. It was just really rotted. The way that the car sat, all the rainwater that came through the windshield channel kind of just pooled up in this area here, and as you can see, that is majority of the damage on this car was the front area. I've cut this panel back to good metal, and that's just gonna have to be replaced. I'll have to fab that panel because I believe the only place you can get that trunk panel is Germany, and it's like 170 bucks for the panel, but it's like $600 to ship it here, and it takes like a month. So this front quarter panel, like I said, was where a majority of the rust was. I've cut that rusty section out, and you can see just how much it actually had to be cut out of it. The gas tank area where the gas tank sits, these are called the lateral gas tank supports. They're both rusty, and then this is the kind of the front nose of the car and the spare tire floor. Those were rusted out. So I've got this panel here, which is effectively the new spare tire floor, the front kind of area, and then the lateral gas tank supports on both sides. That spot welds in. I've got a new quarter panel for this front quarter. That's going to get cut out and replaced, and started replacing the rotted areas of the windshield channel. It was 1 inch on the cowl panel, 1 inch on the dash. That was really, really bad. So because this curve is so steep on the front of these cars, I just do it in sections. I'll tack weld in a little section and then make a little 90 for my flange for the windshield, and then the same will be done on the dash side. It butts up to this and then spot welds down the middle. And last thing I'll do is just trim all this back to be consistent with the edge on the rest of the windshield. Rusty floors have been cut out. The front cross member, or firewall, or whatever you want to call it, was actually in okay shape. I sandblasted it and cleaned it out real good and primed it. And yeah, just started to work on the rear sections of the car, sandblasting and priming. Get a little walk around of the whole car, and that'll be it for the first update.